It's a Clause 12 stand part.
Mr. Chair.
Grant Robertson.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Clause 12 of the bill is around the question of honorary fellows. So those who've been following the debate, and I'm sure there are many following it on television and on the radio tonight, as well as members in the House, will know that we've been patiently working our way through the various categories of membership of the Royal Society and the impact that this piece of legislation has upon those categories. And we now come to the question of honorary fellows. Now, as previously discussed, our fellows of the Royal Society, it is the ultimate accolade of scientific excellence and technological excellence, and now excellence in the humanities, and we have 360 odd fellows. That description was, I had to correct, so they're not odd fellows, it's around 360 fellows of the Royal Society. Honorary fellows are those who the Academy Council, in accordance with bylaws, admit. And the main difference here, and this is the question that my colleague Carol Beaumont raised earlier in relation to honorary members, is that the person is not normally resident in New Zealand. So this is the chance for the Royal Society of New Zealand to recognise people outside of New Zealand who have scientific excellence. Now, my understanding is that, generally speaking, the people involved in this are people who have had a connection with New Zealand. They have perhaps come here and worked or studied for a period of time, or perhaps they're working in collaboration with the New Zealand scientists on a project, and that has led them to have connection with the Royal Society. The other important element of becoming an honorary fellow is that they have rendered eminent service to science or technology, and with this change we're making here in Clause 12, that will become science, technology or the humanities. The person who is admitted as an honorary fellow is not required to pay any levies to the Society and is not entitled to vote in respect of any matters before the Academy Council, to be renamed the Academy Executive Committee under various clauses throughout this bill. And they're not allowed to hold office in the Society. So this is the time for the Royal Society of New Zealand to recognise people who have delivered excellence in science but are not normally resident in New Zealand. And it is, I think, an important part of how the Royal Society operates that there is this position within the membership structure, because, as we've noted, having the different classes of membership provides different levels of recognition. And I do want to respond in that context to my colleague Rajen Prasad's question about whether perhaps there are too many categories of membership. I don't think so, because I think each of them covers a very specific part of what it means to be in the Royal Society. The Fellows are those who have reached the highest pinnacle of excellence in their field. The Companions are those who have given encouragement and advancement to the knowledge and understanding of New Zealanders of science, perhaps not being scientists themselves necessarily. And then the ordinary members are people with an interest and a background in science who, as we know, can progress on to being professional members and indeed honorary members. So I think all of those categories actually represent different parts of what it means to work within the Royal Society. And here we have in Clause 12 of this bill the honorary fellows, which is yet another example, I think, where the Royal Society can reach out internationally. And we know that that's important to those scientists from within the Royal Society. Academic scholarship requires people to look outside of their own national boundaries and look internationally. People working in very similar fields, fields at the cutting edge of science like nanotechnology, have to work across country borders to make sure that they can make the advances that are deemed necessary. And when we look at the list of honorary fellows on the Royal Society website, we have people from all over the world, from disciplines like physics, earth and ocean sciences, geographical sciences, biology, electrochemical science and technology, from the the United States, from Australia, from Japan, from the United Kingdom. There is a range of people who are for the most part not resident in New Zealand, although there is, for example, Nigel Priestley from Christchurch, who is currently resident in Christchurch, is an honorary fellow, although he is normally based offshore. So this clause expands for that range of membership the question of the humanities.
Cool. Well, a nice smile. Jacinda Ardern.